Get too old for this. Get too old for this.
You're not getting too old for this, you're old.
Nothing, sweetheart. Nothing at all.
See, this one I haven't got very good at.
Stream elements bot running, emoji robot face.
Dale, Jay's driving.
I guess the wedding's off.
He only robbed her mother and killed her best friend. Cut the guy some slack.
So how does the doctor fit in?
That's what we're about to find out. Maybe we should ask him to give you a quick once-over. That meathead gave you one hell of a pasting.
I've had worse.
You should have seen yourself staggering back in there like a drunken sailor.
Next time you can take the runner, Roy.
I didn't box in the Marines, though, did I?
I should have never told you that.
The fuck are you going? You gotta go around the corner.
So I think it's good.
Yeah. Okay, no. Where are you going?
I've got to go to Mr. Dr. Stoneman's office.
It's what?
It's up the top here.
Time for the doctor to give us something to make this all better.
How much you got?
Hang on a moment, sister. Tell him it's Henry Arnett. And tell him it's urgent.
I can't do that.
Tell him, or I'll charge you with obstruction of justice.
Doctor, I'm afraid Mr. Arnett is here to see you, and he says it's urgent.
Send him in.
I told you never to come. Tell us the truth, Doctor.
I'm so glad you came. Prison will be better than insanity, and I'm already half insane with grief. You know that I loved her. I ruined my life for her, and yet I still love her.
Will you testify in court that Arnett and Randall did these robberies?
They organized the robberies. Julie would get the names of the guests attending my wife's parties. Didn't matter how much money I showered upon her, it was never enough. She never really cared for me.
Doctor, I'm afraid you're under arrest.
He's gonna run, isn't he?
The practice. You'll call Dr. Gerard. No. Please don't cry. I want to see no one. Not my wife, or my children, nor my friends. And I don't want a lawyer. Just lock me up and throw away the key.
He's gonna run. He's gonna jump out that window.
What have I done?
Knew it. He's a gas.
Didn't see that coming.
Well, he wasn't running, was he? He was trying to fly. And he found out he couldn't fly. You gotta jump out after.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
I need an ambulance and the coroner immediately to the offices of Dr. Harold Stoneman, 1646 Ivor Street, Hollywood.
En route, detective.
So wait, he
You
was
have
in
a
love with
message.
someone, but he was married.
Detective Bukowski says the suspect is named Wilson Willie the Wolf Reed, former wrestler. Last known address is an apartment building at the corner of Hollywood and Vine. Detective Bukowski says to meet them there.
On our way. We have an address for the runner. Let's try and wrap this up then.
Boots out on the edge as you pass.
That old boy really fell for that broad. She was incredibly beautiful. Would you throw it all away for a woman? Life has a way of making you pay for your pride. You're quite the romantic, Phelps. Stick with the percentages. Broken hearts are for chumps. You're talking from experience. I certainly am. Oh, I like women as much as the next guy. As long as they're in their place and doing what they're told. Next left.
Oh, it's not far.
The fuck are you going?
What?
You know, you could have just pulled up outside.
I
the place.
know, but it's smaller.
What's smaller?
Where am I going?
Through the door.
Willie's apartment. See, I don't like starting from like here. Not where I logged off yesterday. I prefer doing the whole case before.
He's
I
around here
everything
somewhere.
on it, so.
A big guy. Neighbors say he always wears basketball shoes and a cream jacket. And get this. The kids around here say he plays the harmonica. Find the game
Okay,
well
well,
and have the commander
you
set up
just
a
wanted to
dragnet.
play
We want the
Friday,
area
didn't
closed off. We'll take this out of the
Just
street.
playing Friday without you.
Yeah. And that was just disgusting behaviour.
A harmonica
harmonica
playing wrestler. That's a
Go
weird
fuck
one.
your cat.
Think he knits
Why?
as well? Just keep your eyes open and your mouth shut. We don't want him to bolt on us.
What?
I don't know what I'm meant to be doing.
Ask him.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
Son of a bitch is around here somewhere. We better search the block.
Alright, okay. So just turn down there.
So who are we searching for?
He wouldn't be that way.
He wouldn't be that way, will he? Carry on. Turn down there.
So what does he look like?
Fuck should I know? Or will he?
I don't know.
Maybe he's a tobacconist.
How did
Fuck me, I'm good.
Wilson Reed, LAPD, give yourself up.
He's a runner.
Go on. Where do do I go?
Up. Keep going up. All this running for him to jump off the top of the building. Bound to happen, isn't it? Bound to.
Hold it. He's got to be around here somewhere. No place to go unless he grew wings. There he is! Wait for the son of a bitch!
Get set.
Let's shoot him.
Son of a bitch really picked this spot for it up here, didn't he? Julia Randall's folks are flying in from New York tomorrow to claim the body. I saw her on the slab. So perfect. Looked like she was made of porcelain. She really made an impression on me.
Julia had that impact on a lot of men.
Christ, it's cold. You guys did good work here today. Roy, I think you should buy your brother officers a drink.
Do you now? That's very generous of you, Lieutenant.
Yeah.
So I didn't do very well on that one.
The fucking vehicle damage. To tell you did a lot of driving. Well, no, you don't need to do a lot of driving to do that much damage. Oops.
Smile.
Oh, why not smile about
You know me.
it? Exactly.
Stop.
Take him to go.
Turn.
Oh, I was just going to pick your nose for you. So you love me.
The whole company is gone, Hank. The major is dead. We're being
Not lucky
overrun.
to
We
pick
have
my
to get
nose
off of
off.
this hill.
That's one of our
You let me
50
pick your
counts
nose
of
at night.
firing call. The 22nd are still fighting.
You let me pick your nose when we go to bed.
It's different then. It's more relaxing.
Come on, do it anymore.
Is that him?
I don't know. I think so.
It's over, Cole.
No, that's it.
Looks like you're one of the lucky ones.
Just call him now.
Yeah.
Goodbye to your friend Hank, Jack.
He was your friend too, Cole. Is this how you're going to leave him? Are you wounded?
Scratch, Kelso.
Well, get up and get out of that fucking hole! Find a stretcher while you're at it so we can get him out of here.
Who's the senior officer here?
I guess that's you, Cole.
You were up here all night?
Yes, sir.
And your command?
Gone, sir.
Sorry to hear that, son. God damn it, we have beaten these bastards back. It's the beginning of the end, and it was one here. You're a goddamn hero, son. What's your name?
Lieutenant Phelps, sir.
I'm recommending you for the Silver Star, and promoting you to First Lieutenant.
He didn't seem happy.
No. Manifest Destiny.
Phelps. A shooting at the 111 Club. 6232 Hollywood Boulevard.
Sounds like a homicide beef.
2 of the dead guys caught in the crossfire were carrying Army surplus morphine. Get over there before homicide tramples all over the place.
We already cleared that up.
Judge in Pasadena took the big sleep yesterday. He had a personal stash of 20 cigarettes. Appears we didn't get all of it.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Nuclear morphine. It's all about the morphine, isn't it?
God damn it. We can't seem to put this morphine to sleep. A dead judge. It's not good. Everyone has their vices. Even you, Phelps.
Find the goddamn evidence.
You're behind the wheel.
Parker and Green are going toe-to-toe for the top job. There's a change in the wind.
About time.
This wind will be like a tornado, Phelps. Parker's got a puritanical streak. You never know we'll get swept up in a thing like that.
Homicide guys are already inside.
Bukowski,
Phelps. Back again.
we're here about the morphine.
Over by the bandstand. You can see what's left of the owner, Eddie McGoldrick, 26, former Marine.
I know Eddie McGoldrick. He was a non-com in my old unit.
I'm sorry to hear that, Cole. Waitress said he recently came into some money and bought the club.
Who are the other Vics?
2 musicians, Biddleston and Bowe. Get this, they used to be in a 4-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer OD'd.
Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree? We've met the rest of the band.
Now they're a no-piece.
Do you mind if we take a look around?
Be my guest. You might want a word with the hostess, too. I'll keep her company until you're ready.
I'm sure he will.
Something to do with it.
When you're
Find
ready to
anything
have a
interesting?
civil conversation, we can try again.
Fine.
Well maintained, custom case. Someone cared for this instrument. What's that click?
Never the same, are they?
Is it? Oh,
Neat trick. The case must have cost more than the trumpet.
That ticket.
We should follow up on the musician angle. He kept his stash close at hand.
Can you pick that tape up?
no.
No.
Never the same, are they?
Forget to check his pocket.
We have a new source, or is this coming from what's left in circulation?
You check the other pocket.
Nothing in there.
Just when I think I've seen it all.
Where's the second person?
I don't know. Oh, there. How did I miss him walking in?
Must have pumped a dozen rounds into him. Certainly sends a message.
Probably wasn't there.
Huh?
Probably wasn't there. Needle again.
It's not a needle, it's a fag.
Yeah.
Mm.
What's the stuff over there?
Don't know.
Army surplus again. Goldrick must have been moving contraband through the club.
The bed?
Oh. Oh, nice, let me pick it up. Not really.
Dozen packs to a carton. 100 cartons or more. Looks like a couple of months' supply.
Why have you got the
These
guns
look
here?
brand new. Never fired.
Oh,
Haven't been degreased yet. We could check on the serial numbers.
Is this guy hunting for bear? Look at these things.
They're BARs. You get the odd guy who sneaks one of them home from the war. How did he get 3 of them? Army surplus morphine, Army surplus weapons, Army surplus valors. Sound familiar?
We should get back to the station and check the details of what exactly was lifted from that ship.
Ma'am, I'm Detective Phelps, administrative vice squad.
Welcome to the 111 Club, Detective.
So I'm just
Feels
gonna
like
set
I've had
myself
half the
down.
LAPD in here today already.
This hurts my back.
Any idea who did the shooting?
No idea. It was my day off.
Sort my
If
back
I had
up.
been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
Get the pillow on the thing. Good cop.
Well, you must have some thoughts.
No?
We get all types in here, officer.
Tell us about Eddie.
Eddie didn't know a thing about running a nightclub. He came into some money and waltzed in and bought the place. The previous owner thought all his Christmases had come at once.
Where do you think he got the money?
My guess was that he was selling the sort of quality product that you don't need to advertise.
I think the first one would have been bag
Thank you for your help, ma'am.
Eddie was in over his head, but he was a decent boss.
thing when they're not looking at you, it says.
I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
There you go. He's driving again.
How well did you know the owner?
Goldrick? Well enough. He was in my unit.
That's some cruel irony. You survive the war, then get blown to pieces back home.
It happens more than you'd think.
Take a break, boys.
We would like them to stay, Miss Lickman. We're making inquiries into the recent deaths of 4 musicians.
Since when have the police cared about dead black men?
Good point. We don't. What we care about is 2 tons of Army surplus morphine showing up on the street. If you care about working in this town, you better give me something on Biddleston and Bow, or their knucklehead buddies Tyree and Lamont.
And this is your idea of making inquiries, Führer?
I've told you 1,000 times about speaking that German gibberish at me, Elsa.
Roy! How about you get a drink while I see to this?
Will you sit down?
Why antagonize him, Elsa? You know what he's capable of.
Ask your questions, Herr Officer. We have work to do.
People are dying of overdoses. If you know anything about it, you need to tell me.
I can't help you.
A lot of cats are into the thing. There's nothing special about your boys.
I'm not looking to arrest users. I'm after the supply.
You just don't get it, do you? Some people can't live without heroin.
My partner mentioned a couple of names. You recognize them?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The only way you're going to get rid of me is to give me an answer.
I knew Cornell. We worked together a few years ago. He loved the music, but the music didn't love him.
What does that mean?
It means that he just wasn't that good. He was a sad, lonely cat.
Boys, take 5 minutes, please. I need to have a private word with the officer. Why do you ask people to risk talking about a subject that could have them jailed?
Drugs are against the law, Elsa.
You're so full of courage, you have never felt ashamed.
This is getting us nowhere.
Do you think you'll win your war against narcotics?
It's not my war. It's against the law. My job is to prosecute the laws of this city.
Do you think you can stop people from needing drugs, Detective?
I'm asking the questions here.
Then why do you come to me with your stupid questions? You know who controls the drugs in this city.
It's not enough to just survive, Elsa. You have to try and make the world a better place.
Brave words. Very noble. But words are just words, Colfax.
She's right. We need to pay a visit to the mixer.
Cohen? Do you know where to find him?
This time of day? You'll find him holding court at the Macambo.
He can wait. There's something I need to be sure of. Give me till tomorrow morning.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do, partner.
So I have to tail the car again. I don't like tailing. No good at it. Always end up getting caught.
Not good.
Are you telling the cab?
A yellow car, yeah.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Just pull in behind it. Where's your partner gone?
I don't know. I think Cole said he needed to do something, and then he just buggered off.
Tidy.
And now he's just spying.
What?
He's just spying on her. He was pretty slow, didn't he?
He's like giving her time as he's thinking on what to do next. She's debating on whether he should knock on.
He's knocked.
He should boot the door in. Come here, bitch. Wasn't she in blue?
Yeah, she was. So he's gone in, she's in a robe, and he hasn't come out yet.
Give him the one, ain't he?
He's a married man.
Huh? Meow, meow.
LAPD, we're looking for Mayor Cohen. I believe he has lunch here.
There's not going to be any trouble, is there?
Which table?
Number 3.
Yeah.
If you'll follow me.
I make myself laugh.
That cherry pie was delish.
Have another piece on you.
LAPD. We have some questions
Hi,
regarding...
Mickey. How's it hanging?
Fine. Just fine, Roy. I see you brought Iga Beaver along. Hope he's not going to put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps. Mickey Cohen.
Good afternoon.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun. Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
You're a funny guy, Roy.
He's quite good
Haven't
looking,
I always
isn't he?
said what a
Like
funny guy Roy
fictional
is?
character.
And how much fun it would be to get together with him sometime.
Poor Johnny. He's the dark, sensitive type. He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was in Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
The lieutenant who won the Silver Star up on Sugarloaf. I've heard of you.
Something like that.
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy, or are you going to stand around beating the meat while my lunch gets cold?
We have some questions.
Do I need my lawyer?
I bet you I'll go get
Your
this
brother-in-law, Lenny Finkelstein, was selling stolen morphine. He had 1/3 of the shipment.
Old news, kid. I don't know anything about what Lenny was up to.
So I'm supposed to believe that you don't know what happened to the rest of the shipment?
Lenny, God rest his soul, was a moron. He was
It's not
family,
you.
though, and I haven't made a beef about that, so count yourself lucky, kid. The H is a filthy habit. I don't condone it. The simple solution would be to have all the dope fiends put down.
So you don't know where he got the morphine?
Kid, ask a question you might get an answer to.
We believe there's a link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Yes, he does. He's lying.
So you haven't heard anything about what happened at the 111 Club?
You're lying.
What can I say, kid? I'm shocked that in the land of opportunity, Uncle Sam's finest feel the need to resort to crime. It's a dangerous business. I can attest to that. I'd recommend they get out of the life. Quickly.
A few Negroes saying goodbye on the sidewalk will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs makes everyone nervous.
You know dope has never been my thing, Roy. It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D and Jimmy Utley. But I'll ask
Sounds like
around
it's really
and I'll get
mafia.
back to you. Hey, you boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
We'll take a rain check on that. Come on, Cole, we're leaving.
We have to cut that dope. It looks bad with people dying.
We have to get the rest of it. There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little packages. We have to put the squeeze on those guys and get the rest of it.
They don't seem the type to frighten that easy.
We'll see.
What's going on?
That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is LA's most famous map.
Everyone knows it?
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
Then we should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration taking its cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem.
I didn't say anything.
From a little acorn does a large tree grow. He could bring the whole thing crashing down on us.
Oh, I'd love to be a cop.
Aren't you supposed to be working
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working the Army surplus theft from the
No, you
police?
wouldn't.
Caldwell
So
and
much work
McManus?
involved.
I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you,
And
sir.
have to run everywhere.
This way.
You don't have to run everywhere. Just if the suspects run.
Yeah, I'll be taking my pedal back. That's what I'll be doing.
Hey, can you give me a hand?
They'll still run faster than you.
You got a minute?
Sure, Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coolidge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
So, how do we connect the docks robbery to the mess at the 111 Club?
Right. Family, board.
Or Edward. Oh, I don't know. Jack Kelso?
Sheldon. Courtney Sheldon.
Oh, yeah. Look. What is it for?
Go across. This is what we're going to be looking at, I think. Items. Hang on. Right. Click on the morphine.
This one?
Yeah.
Enough to arm 3 companies.
Click on all the ones in red.
What do you mean?
See all the ones that have got a
Here.
circle on them?
What, click here?
Yeah.
500,000 cigarettes loose on the streets of LA. This is the crate we recovered. Here's our backroom arsenal from the 111 Club. Some of these guys are from my old unit. They must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon, McGoldrick.
McGoldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out.
McGoldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hop.
Detectives, KGPL's going crazy. Shots fired at 1384 North Bronson. Some guy with an automatic spraying a Hollywood bus. They want every car. Go!
I got this gadget whiz guy putting recording devices.
Guy gave his wife a tap. I said,
Come on, man, you're being slow. Got to shoot in.
I'll just look behind.
All units, officers need help at 1384 North Bronson.
Siren would be good.
Who?
Siren.
Get your siren going.
I know, that's what I'm saying. He's not giving me direction, so I have no idea where I'm going.
Go left.
I just left. Do I go left again? I'm going left again. Do I go right?
Go right. Go right.
Where's left? Or did I miss it?
Carry on. Go left here. Left again.
Does this mean I have to shoot people?
Probably. There's the boss.
Where?
There, on your right!
Oh.
You're gonna have to get
Get
closer.
up there and stop that son of a bitch, Cole!
You're gonna have to get closer because there's nowhere near. Go that way. To your left.
This way?
Yeah. See the thing is gonna go right.
Okay.
Move, I gotcha.
Or not?
Yeah, as long as you see it, so you be careful not to get it.
You're covered, Phelps.
LAPD, drop the gun now!
The ball right in front of you!
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
But I was on about, like, that wall was right in front of you.
I know, but I panicked.
I noticed.
I panicked. I didn't know what to do.
Copy. You don't like anything to like, do you?
I do,
You do?
but only banana.
Huh?
Only banana.
Oh, good job I done the strawberry then, innit?
Shit. Hmm?
Good job I done strawberry then, innit? I think you liked it. I'm sure you told me that you didn't like it.
Only banana.
I guess some banana. I haven't made this very well anyway.
Phone number and restaurant table.
Get it?
Good.
That split in half was the...
Well, no, it's another
It's one of the
man.
BARs.
It's one of the BARs.
Check
Bars.
the mark as well.
What is that split in half?
No. They're in small marks.
I think that was all of
I know
it.
that guy. Felix Alvaro.
He's one of the guys from the ship?
His name was on the manifest.
Looks like McGoldrick wasn't the only one to get a message.
Hey, Alvaro.
Hey, Lieutenant.
He's just a plain detective now, Chico.
Who's the jughead?
This is my partner, Roy Earl. We just want to find out what happened.
What happened is that someone took a shot at my bus. And then cops turn up and start treating me like I'm some sort of Pachuco punk. My people have been in California for over 300 years.
Very fucking admirable, Felix.
You hear anything about the big heist on the Coolidge?
Yeah, I heard about it.
So what happened?
Not much. The cops came and interviewed me and all the other guys on the ship.
I was down at the 111 Club this morning, waiting for the medical examiner to scrape Eddie McGoldrick's brains off the bar. You want to tell me anything about that?
I heard that Eddie came
That's
into
a
some money.
shout. God.
Too bad he didn't keep a low profile. It's a tough break to get through Okinawa and then have to buy it back home.
Who's shooting at you, Felix?
How the fuck do I know?
Felix, we didn't go through Okinawa to come back to this on our streets.
Got it wrong. Again.
I've got the LAPD to keep me safe, right? Me and all my people.
We'll be in touch, Felix.
You heard
No,
that
you
Jack
did
is in
not.
LA?
I saw his name on the manifest.
He's been here a couple of months. Sure glad to see you got over your wound, Lieutenant. I mean, Detective.
Pretty cool customer.
Locate
He's been under fire before.
Jack
You
Kelso.
buying his story?
Not for a minute.
Who? Kelso?
Hmm.
Phelps, badge 1247.
Okay.
How can I help, Detective?
Got that wrong.
I need an address on a Jack Kelso.
Just a second.
Message from
Jack
KGPL.
Kelso, apartment 4,
Get your ass down to the
1408
morgue.
North El Centro Avenue, Hollywood.
Thanks for your help.
Let me know what you're on. I think I need some.
But where should I go first? Should I go back to the police station? Or should I go to Kelso's apartment? I don't even know why I have to go to the police station, to be honest.
Just go to the apartment.
Okay.
Because you're going to end up going back to the police station anyway.
True.
At some point. So you may as well kill two birds with one stone.
You can drive.
No, wrong car. Sorry, people. Tried hijacking another car.
Doesn't matter what car you get in.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it
No,
does.
it doesn't.
Yes, it
You know
does.
the way. You can drive.
Richard!
It doesn't matter. Trust me.
Yes, it does, actually.
You can stop somebody else and rob their car. You just won't get, if it's not a
No.
police car, you just
Jack
won't
was
get
a
radio
company
calls.
sergeant.
Doesn't
No.
matter what car
We'd never
you
get
get
involved in
Yes, it
something like
does.
this.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
We
Because
brace
it
him
says
and
if
drag
I
him
run people
downtown.
over, it takes
Won't
that
work.
points off me
He's a
for the
tough
final
customer.
score at the end.
Yeah, if you run people over.
Yeah?
Well,
So-
that's not going to matter what car you bloody in, does it?
Yeah, but you're hijacking a car, innit? You're dragging them
You're
out.
not- You're not running them over though, are you?
No, but it's worse. Kind of. You're still in the car.
And getting into another cop car doesn't matter.
You didn't say another cop car.
Well,
You just
that
said
was the
car.
cop car that you were trying to get into though.
I know, but I didn't want to get arrested.
You're the copper, so why are you going to get arrested, you freppit?
Hello, Jack.
Okay, now.
This is Detective Roy Earl.
Hello, Cole.
We would like a word.
Would you like to come inside?
Actually, we'd prefer if you'd come downtown with us. Do you mind?
Do I have any choice?
No. You
Stay
don't.
Are you going to tell me what this is all about?
It would be better for all of us if we discussed it at the station.
Hi, Chillin' Vibes.
Bad move, Cole.
How have you been, Jack?
Cut the crap. You pick me up in front of my apartment like a common criminal and then expect small talk? Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
No, it's not fuck you though, is it?
That's what you just said.
Hey guys.
Fella. How's things, pal?
Do you know that there's a gang war going on in LA trying to recover that stolen morphine?
That has nothing to do with me.
I'm sure it would be gripping to hear more of your life story, boys, but the truth is, I don't give a fuck. You were on the boat,
Keep getting these
Kelso.
wrong, Chillin'
What
Vibes.
happened?
Do you really think a bunch
I
of
did really
Marines
well at
can
the
muscle in on the
beginning, and
dope
now I'm not
rackets
doing
in
so
this
good.
town? Between the Vice
It's
Squad
because
and
I'm
the
on the
mob, I hear
Vice
it's pretty
Squad.
sewn up.
That's why.
You better watch your mouth.
It's not my cup of tea.
Did you know that Eddie McGoldrick recently came into money and bought a nightclub?
No, I didn't know that.
Good cop.
And you didn't know that some mobsters blew his brains out last night?
No, I didn't.
You heard that a crate of BARs went missing?
No, I didn't.
I saw Felix Alvaro today.
Good. How was he?
A little pale. One of Mickey Cohen's goons had emptied
I've
about
played
60
this game
BAR rounds
twice, it's
into the bus
very
he was
good.
driving. A public bus in the middle of Hollywood.
Yeah,
Are you gonna tell me what's going
we
on?
both played
Or
it
do
on
more innocent people
PS3.
have to die?
And then we decided,
Yeah, and what's in it for you, Cole?
well, Jay has had it for a while on PS4.
more glory, another
We
promotion,
decided to
another
have a bit
medal
of
at
fun
the
with it,
expense
so-
of men who fought for their
We're
country.
doing it again.
Count me out.
What do you know about the Army surplus robbery from the Coolidge, Jack?
What I know is that on 3 separate occasions you would have been dead if it weren't for me. I don't know
We
anything
kind of
about
like
robbery.
our crime games, so...
People are dying because morphine intended to help servicemen is being used on the street. Now we have guys from our old unit being killed by mobsters. We can put 2 and 2 together, Jack.
Gratitude
Yeah,
isn't a
Jack.
concept that has much effect on you, is it, Cole?
So I got
Answer
to
the
learn
question,
well
Jack.
then.
Let's get this over with.
I was interviewed when the robbery took place. I don't have anything further to add.
4 out
Jack,
of 4. Ooh.
Just want information.
High five.
Bullshit, Cole. Did you seriously
That's a low
believe that
five.
dragging me down here would get me to give up my own guys? You call yourself a Marine? Trying to make a name for yourself with this shitheel? Look at this chump with his $200 suit and $2,000 car.
The tough guy act is really impressive. I like you, Jack. I'd like to make you for this.
He likes
I really
Jack?
would. I'm going to be working on it, keeping an eye on you. You can go now.
Shooting, Robert
Come on,
Steiner,
Jack, get out of there.
6780 West Sunset Boulevard. Victim is a Chris Majowski.
Another name from the manifest?
So we're just going to all these shootings and they're people that they know anyway.
How many more friends of yours are gonna get plugged today?
All of them, by the looks of it.
All of them, yeah.
Talk about tension.
Okay, so you've been in the car.
That was like
three
being
seconds.
trapped in an elevator
Less
with a
than 10
married
seconds.
couple who can't
In the traffic
decide
light.
whether they love each other or hate each other.
We go
I'm
back
not
a
good
long
at
way.
driving.
You went too easy on him. Next time, you leave it to me. I know how to handle that smug son of a bitch.
You don't. Jack will never give up his own men.
It's alright, it just pulls me in.
They just walked up and shot the man. 2 of them officers, they went that way.
Go on, get after him.
Sugar, why? Just why? Can't they just make it easy and just stop?
Go the jump.
Step on it, huh? Just give me a little closer. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
I'm trying to. You drive.
I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps. Let's see how fast he runs on bare rims. Hit him. Clear this asshole off the road. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
Go, go, go! Move out the way, people.
It's no good. We need to get closer.
Shit.
Get out, get out, get out, get out. Get back in the car.
Yeah.
The fuck was that?
I don't know, it's me putting my what's it in my gun.
Your what's it in your gun? What's
Yeah.
your what's it in your gun?
A mag.
What?
A mag.
You don't have a mag. You had a revolver.
Which has a mag, doesn't it?
No.
Well, I don't know. I don't have guns.
I'll buy you one for your birthday.
No, thank you. I'm not even safe with a fork.
Take your bunny rabbit shooting.
Michael Driscoll. So it's like they're trying
LAPD file.
to
We have a
wipe
traitor in our
out.
midst. All of the names on the list have a hit team assigned to them.
It's giving me new persons of interest. Do I have to interview everyone?
Cohen is meeting with Sheldon tonight.
At Newsview Building.
We need to get to those guys fast, otherwise there'll be no case.
It's a bargain, isn't it? Oh. Paper. Paper.
We have to look at damage limitation. We can't allow that strumpet Brent Allen to bring down the whole administration.
We've got to put a lid on the press. Can't someone talk to Harry over at the Times?
It's too late. The Times would look ridiculous if we dropped the story now.
Who is this Stoker?
Stoker's a lily-white. Nothing that will fix this in the short term.
My law and order credentials are disappearing as we speak. Can we get Brenda to leave town?
Yes, we can, but she won't go quietly. Brenda has extensive records.
Can she at least lay low?
That's already been taken care of.
Mayor? District Attorney?
Who is this guy? And what does he want, Horal?
Name's Roy Earl, detective, administrative vice.
Aren't you one of the clowns that got us into this mess?
Oh, I think that the orders regarding Brenda come down, not up, Mayor. I have a human interest story. It involves a certain LAPD cop, a hero from the war, who has let his beautiful wife and kids down, who has betrayed America for a German junkie whore, who has abandoned his pledge to the LAPD and his commitment to the public we all served. Could be all over the papers by tomorrow.
What?
And you would be off the hook.
So what do you want in return, Roy? Fingering a fellow officer?
He's dirty.
I think that's been clear the whole way through.
I feel like just driving off now.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes. Taking out all the guys from the ship.
Why? How does that get them the dope?
They obviously don't know who has the morphine, and they're waiting for someone to crack.
She's hard. Don't worry, I am still watching. Oh, excuse me. You gone to Chinatown?
Don't know. I think so.
Chinese theatre.
Oh, another car chase.
Get in close and steer him off the tar. can't take the shot from here, Cole.
Mate, you get out of the car and let me run you over. You a dirty cop.
I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. I'll try for the tires. Keep your foot down. Let's see how fast he runs on bare rims. Get in close and steer him off the tar. LAPD, put your hands in the air.
Thing is, you've killed them all. How are you going to question them?
I don't know.
What is that?
Post office.
You're doing a lot of driving tonight, JSP.
Look where you're going! Take the next left turn.
Any Central unit, suspect to be taken into custody at Southern California Auto Club. Stand by for further unit to handle identify code 2.
Can you drive to this one?
I think this is a good idea.
Oh, wowzers.
Any Central unit, suspect to be taken into custody at Southern California Auto Club. Stand by for further unit to handle identify code 2.
Say yes or no.
What?
11K responding. Go ahead with the further.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Ah?
Anything else?
Detective Phelps, LAPD. What's going on here?
This joker was trying to tail one of our patrons.
I'm a reporter, you idiot. I'm doing a feature for the Examiner, and that patron I was following is a red under investigation by the feds.
Where is he now?
Parking lot. His is the blue Talbot. Hey, how about an exclusive when you bring him back?
Shove off. You won't be filing your story today. I'll check this out.
A red, huh? Sneaky bastard. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this.
What now? What do you think? LAPD, sir. Can I have a word?
Well, that's an admission of guilt if I ever saw one.
He's not getting away that easily.
tried to put on my siren.
No.
No, because I had to take this
No
car.
good. We need to get closer.
I know, but I tried putting it on.
Step on it, huh? Just get me a little closer. I can't take the shot from here, Cole.
Idiot.
Put your hands where I can see them.
This is harassment. Understand? My politics are nobody's goddamn business but my own.
You can drive.
There you are, bang. Closer. Get behind that car in front of you.
Throw out the guns.
I got some more, asshole! I need someone to cover my six right now. Push forward.
Stay down.
We're gonna tag the rest of them. Here to help all. I need someone to cover my six right now.
My spot.
I'm wide open here. Give it up, chump. I know you're there.
Where is he?
No, there's one on the other end, though.
Keep moving.
Oh, is that? I thought that was one of them. Copper.
Weapons on the ground.
Give it up,
now.
chump.
Can you go in?
I know you're there.
No, the gold. The door's not gold.
There! Somebody tag that son of a bitch!
Like the other one's further across, isn't he?
Get him.
I don't know, shoot and find out. Yeah.
I didn't know if there was like hostages or not.
You got him, so it's all nice. Fucking dead again, though. What's he got in his hand?
tell Courtney. Bad luck.
You're there fucking thingy and he's talking.
It was worth a try.
You just helped him die. You tight fucker.
God.
So what do you say? Tell Courtney what?
I don't know, it's in there.
Polar Bear Ice Company. You really did it. Wonder whether it was worth it.
Most people never get the chance to be rich. Wouldn't you risk it?
I can't search his pockets.
They weren't even his prints.
Looks like Sheldon's bringing his own fire team with him.
That's the second one that said that he's meeting Sheldon, isn't it?
Hmm.
Juski, Beckett, Goldrick, Driscoll, these are good guys. Why did they get wrapped up in this thing?
Not everyone has your unwavering restraint in the face of temptation, Cole.
You're behind the wheel.
Huh?
That's just him get him to drive.
This isn't looking good. I feel like the fat kid at the back of a race.
You sure it's Cohen making the hits?
All fingers point his way. Your buddies are in way over their heads. Being a Marine doesn't mean shit out here.
Trying to remember how he's tied into it all.
There, light them up.
All right, let's kill these rat bastards.
Keep moving, I'll cover you. On the roof, Cole, nail him.
Throw out the gun.
Clear me some space.
Weapons on the ground, now.
Did I miss that anymore? Where are they? They're on the roof, but I just don't know where.
They're not going to look like 0-5.
Somebody take that son of a bitch.
They're making a run for it after them.
Don't think so, sir.
You got them all?
I'm gonna put out an APB on every one of the sons of bitches on that.
KGPL to car 11K. Car 11 King, come in.
Car 11 King.
11K, go to
Car
Hollywood
11
Station.
King.
Hey, Courtney Sheldon is at Hollywood Station requesting an interview with Detective Cole Phelps.
Well, I'll be damned.
That's not correct protocol, 11K. I'll take that as a roger.
Car 11 King en route.
So he's requesting an interview with you. You drive. Mind the car in front of you.
I'm not driving.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
See, this is hard. Because there's so much evidence and I don't know what's right and what's wrong.
Or pick one and then go with the opposite one.
Yeah.
Weirdo.
Roy, in my office, if you please.
I'm working a major case. I'm not close, Cap. It's gonna have to wait.
Let Phelps do the interrogation.
But, Cap.
No buts. This is more important.
Wife like that?
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that test.
You're in interview too, Phelps.
Sheldon. Is this your attorney?
No, detective. This is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He came down here to help me out.
How do you do, sir?
You stole the morphine from the Coolidge.
You can't prove that.
Let's see if I can try. And what is your relationship to Sheldon, sir?
Tutor, mentor. Mr. Sheldon is a medical student of mine. He has a very bright future.
Oh, that's nice to know. Too bad all of your war buddies won't get to see your graduation. I would have asked Beckett or Majewski or Driscoll about their involvement, but that's difficult, considering they're all dead. That leaves you, Sheldon.
You can't blame their deaths on me, Phelps.
Yes, I can.
You're lying, Courtney. The other guys aren't smart enough to attempt something like this. You either give it up, or I go after Jack for it.
And how do you prove that, Cole?
We know about your showdown with Cohen. We found notes on your guys.
Cohen is hitting our old. He believes we have the morphine. I told him that we don't have it. And that's the truth. Isn't it, Doc?
I believe Mr. Sheldon. I think he's telling the truth, Detective.
You were on the ship, Sheldon.
Yes, that's correct.
So you had opportunity.
But it doesn't mean that I was involved.
So you don't mind that the mob executed McGoldrick, Driscoll, and Beckett to get to you?
I don't know why you're trying to pin this on me. Where's your proof?
Beckett had a message for you before he died. Bad luck. It was worth a try.
I feel bad about Beckett, Phelps. He was a hard charger. Those guys deserve more. I don't blame them for taking their shot.
Have you finished, Detective?
I'm just getting started. You have an answer for everything, Courtney. Let's hope Jack does, because now I'm going after him. Is there anyone you're not prepared to sacrifice?
Jack is not in this. He's a good guy.
You or Jack, Courtney. I don't care who goes to jail. I just want the morphine off the street.
What are you offering, Cole?
Don't be ridiculous, son. This man is gambling.
What's your offer?
Doctor, good to see you.
I'm conducting an investigation.
Upstairs in my office, now.
This man is about to confess.
As of now, you're suspended from duty, pending a fitness review.
What are you talking about?
You heard the man, Phelps. Upstairs and face the music like the hero you were. You certainly had us fooled, Detective. Phelps, you're one of my favorites. You've broken this old man's heart.
Sir, in the reflection.
What is going on? You're suspended, Phelps.
It showed that.
Hand over your badge and gun.
Don't keep him waiting.
What is going on here? Your wife's attorney has pictures of you and the German. Compromising pictures.
She's pressing charges. You'll be formally charged with adultery. A criminal cannot serve as an LAPD officer, as I'm sure you're aware.
I don't understand. How could you do it, man? Your wife, your children, consorting with the enemy and a dope fiend at that. You're lucky the war is over. You'd be taken out and shot. The department doesn't need this kind of publicity, Phelps. Hand over the gun, keep your head down until your board hearing. I forbid you to make any comments to the press. What the hell were you thinking?
So is it a criminal thing to have an affair as an LAPD?
Back then.
Marie, listen, Marie, I need to explain.
Please leave. You're upsetting the girls.
Let me see them, Marie. They're my daughters.
Go to her, Cole. You have done enough damage here. Do you want me to call the police?
For God's sake, Marie. Can't we at least talk?
What is there to talk about? Do you love her? Do you? What were you thinking? What about our children? Can you imagine what this has been like for them? Go away, Cole. My father has hired an attorney and you will be hearing from him.
I'd like to explain, Marie. I'd like to tell you what I've been going through.
What you've been going through. I have had reporters camped out on the front lawn all morning. I can't stand it, Cole.
Mr. Phelps. Yeah, but was it a criminal thing to have an affair as a police officer? I didn't think it was called being criminal. Do you know what I mean?
It wasn't that. Everything was all politics back then. So, anything to disgrace a police officer would be brought up.
But it's not like that today, is it?
Injuries, $50. Demoted back to the arson desk.
Yeah, it says demoted. Yeah. But I thought that was promoted. Like.
Demoted?
Yeah, I know.
So you've moved down a rank instead of up. You're going backwards. Oh, by the way, I'm eating mushrooms. I know you don't like them.
Arson's fire, isn't it?
Okay, everyone, keep it down.
Cole Phelps joins the arson squad today. How'd you like pork in that German whore, Phelps? Phelps is up before a review board in December. Until then, he works the arson desk. End of story. Phelps.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good case man. But if you fuck up on my detail, I'll have you out of here before your feet touch the ground. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, sir.
Cap, we don't want a fucking rat like Phelps. Can it, Tilden? Phelps, I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
I don't do partners. You know that, Cap.
You do now, Biggs. Social basket cases like you two should get along just fine. Biggs will show you the ropes, Phelps.
This is arson. There are no ropes.
It shouldn't take long, then. Start with these two. House fires. 326 South Kenmore Avenue. Steffen's family was out of town when it happened. Then go to 4414 Rosewood, family by the name of Sawyer. Fire brigade will be on location.
Are they suspicious, Captain?
That's for you to find out, Detective. Now get out of here. Both of you. Get out!
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Happens to Betsy.
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury.
How long have you been working arson?
We gonna do the small talk thing now? Talk baseball, exchange addresses? I don't think so. Feeling down, hotshot? Need a buddy? We'll look somewhere else.
So this is how it's going to be, partner?
I already told you, I don't do partners. I seen you on your first day, hero. Walking into the station with your chest puffed out like a little kid at his confirmation.
Rock the fire engine.
Hmm?
Rock the fire engine.
There isn't much left.
There never is if the job's done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in your face. They would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance. There's no mileage in this. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Hirsch. Cap this one.
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps. It's okay, Brannigan. His name may be dog shit, but there's none in his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken. Do you have anything?
The fire started late last night. Steffen's family at Catalina Island. Won some kind of competition. Looks like the only thing they ever won in their lives.
Oh.
Come home with us.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
They don't have any insurance. Everything they own, including the house, is not a pile of rubble.
Where are they sleeping?
In the
Kind of
car.
remember this.
Look
one.
at the whole block didn't burn down.
Kind of.
Word is they're bulldozing this whole neighborhood to build new homes
Not
for
properly,
GIs.
but
That's the man in the house. In the ruins. Terry lady's his wife.
We'll take a look around. Come on, Phelps.
Murder.
Doesn't tell me anything. Doesn't give me anything to go on.
forget to look for the gas thing outside.
Oh, yeah.
Not sure this means much. Optimistic, Cole.
It's a candle. Kind of. What's he looking at?
That son of a bitch looks a lot like the cop who pointed the gun at me.
Can't find it here. Yes, it's not. Yes, it is.
Recently serviced. Could be something to go on. Mr. Stevens? Cole Phelps and Herschel Biggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time. Could we have a word?
Don Stevens.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
It's a formality, but we'll need to speak to the issuing agent. Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Stevens?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Did you enter any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. This lady just rung up and told us we won. It's the first time I ever won anything.
The redevelopment fund. Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their money and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away. But I never bargained with them.
GI houses?
Yeah, something like that.
That's all we need for the moment, Mr. Stevens.
All right.
What's with him?
You've seen the papers. I guess he's thinking about his own family. I'd say he's searching for some kind of atonement right now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need information on the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Yes, Detective. Just checking. The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Huh. You have an address for them?
There is one listed here, corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Thanks. You know the way. You can drive. Have there been any other house fires?
This is arson. We get an average of 2 a night. Does that answer your question? Hi, Albert. We've caught this case.
Hey, Biggs. We? You have a partner? What gives?
This is Cole Phelps. You may have read about him?
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of arson. Family of 4 found dead in their beds. Heater explosion.
Hey, another one?
Looks that way. Insta-heat Model 70. Before you get excited, we get a couple of water heaters a month go back. Take a look around the yard, see what you can find.
Mal. You gonna stick it out, Cole? I'm gonna try, Mal. What have you got?
Family by the name of Sawyer. Mother, father, and 2 kids. All in bed from the looks of it. Well, I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning. The burns are superficial.
Time of death?
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact will take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with a faulty water heater.
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular brand. I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate, Detective? This is a murder and not an accident. Sharing information has helped us solve quite a few cases together.
I need something concrete, Mal, before the department gets wind of it. I'm in arson for a reason.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But you're a good case man. One of the best I've ever met. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mal. I'd say that's firm but fair.
Oh, look at that.
How about the insurance companies write these incidents up as acts of God?
I don't like this one. Is this the second fire or first though?
This is the second.
Hey, Biggs! Is this significant?
Regulator valve.
Thing, guys.
Good find.
Detectives? This is the next door neighbor. Detective Phelps. Can you help?
They were supposed to be going away. They won a trip somewhere. But little Henry got sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
Do you know who ran the competition?
Gulliver's Travel, up on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Phelps, the guy across the street. I've seen him before. He likes fire.
Hurry, you can still catch him.
Stop! LAPD! We've got an ID on you, firebug. Stop right there!
Hurry! You can still catch him!
Good. His hat stayed on though.
What's your name?
His hat stayed on though.
Herbert Chapman.
So you like fires?
Some.
Watching them or setting them?
No.
I don't want any trouble.
Good.
Turn out your
pockets. Make you want anyway.
You're a naughty boy, aren't you, Herbert?
I keep myself to myself.
Cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil. Don't you, Herbert?
You like this fire, Herbert?
Hell no. I heard it over the fire radio. Sounded sweet.
When you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station. I have a theory about this.
Will do, Lynch. Take this guy in. You might want him for questioning later.
You got it, Detective.
Why have you got such a hard-on for this case? If it is murder, it's almost impossible to prove. Fire doesn't leave much evidence. There's no percentage in this.
I think it's more than one case.
They're house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star again. Forget it. Give it up. You'll feel better.
There's something to this. I know it.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession with you.
I'm gonna make this case. I'm gonna rub the department's nose in it. Help me or stay out of my way. You got it?
No turn here, Cole.
It's not such a sad thing, is it?
What?
Such a sad thing.
Any Sentry unit, 211 in progress, 522 South Hill Street, unit to handle code 3, identify.
Oh, the house fire, yeah.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Just didn't really like it.
What, it was too sad or just...
Any Sentry unit, 211 in progress, 522 South Hill Street, unit to handle code 3, identify.
Type of thing.
Back of survey.
Yeah, I did notice.
This is 11K. We'll handle the 211.
11 King Roger, your 211 is at Booze Brothers Cafe, 522 South Hill Street, 11K, handle code 3.
I don't like the look of this.
You know the drill. Hand over your money or get used to breathing dirt.
All right, just take it easy. Quit waving that cannon in my face and let's talk.
We're done talking, understand? You got exactly 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3.
LAPD, try shooting someone with a gun of his own. Stay down. Move up.
Oh. I was trying to say you want to try and pick his gun up. It's a machine gun, isn't it?
You're behind the wheel.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. John Cunningham. Can I help you, gentlemen? We have reason to believe that the Sawyer family of 4414 Rosewood Avenue recently won a competition run by your company.
Yes, I remember them. They called up to cancel at the last minute. One of the kids was sick. Very unfortunate.
Do you mind if I take a look at that? Here they are. Stephens. The Sawyer family, Rosewood Avenue. Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotion's mailing list covers half of LA.
So they are not a government agency?
I don't believe so. Government organizations don't usually get involved in promotions.
I'm told the tickets were a prize.
Yes, they were.
You do a lot of these prizes?
Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat.
While the Sawyer family were supposed to be at Catalina Island, their house burnt down. You consider them lucky?
Christ. I'm sorry to hear that.
Can you tell me who offered the prize won by the Sawyer family?
Sure. Look, there's supposed to be some sort of supervised draw with hundreds of tickets. But the reality is the Suburban Redevelopment Fund calls me every couple of weeks and tells me exactly who has won.
Thanks for your help.
No problem. Just wish I could do something for that family.
You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help them now.
I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were Samaritan the minute I walked in the door.
50? Are you...
Good man, Cunningham. You're all right.
Yeah, I'm great.
Poorer,
but great.
She said poorer, but great.
Huh?
She said poorer, but great.
What was that? Suburban one? Redevelopment.
Can you drive to this one?
That's what it's about. They wanted to
Let me guess.
redevelop
You want to check out the Suburban address?
Great partners must think alike, Herschel. This is supposed to be the registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help. Elysian are investors in the Suburban Redevelopment. So what? If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence, you're out of your mind.
You can drive.
Who says we should visit at Fire Station 32?
Who exactly is this guy, Lynch?
Lynch is a legend. You should feel privileged. He doesn't let many people into the inner sanctum. Keep your mouth shut, and you'll learn something about fires.
Well, start this living. I'll make it back.
We came as soon as we could.
By the monitor. By the monitor.
What, this monitor?
On the top of the printer.
Look, then
That's
why
the computer.
Why do you say on top of the printer?
Because by the monitor, you know.
Well, when the monitor's that.
Well, that's the computer.
Oh, shut up.
Lynch.
Biggs? You two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
This the heater from the Sawyer fire out?
Yes, it is.
Huh. Looks like it was recently serviced.
I have a theory, and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
Okay, what?
You gotta put them all together.
The gas bubble needs to be next to the coil if it's gonna ignite.
I think it's... blue one in the middle. That's the tap.
Good, your regulator's in position. Okay, I'll light your pilot and turn the gas.
You pull the lever on the left to turn on the gas.
So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could be a fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to InstaHeat and see what they say. Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Thanks, Albert.
You're welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
Problem? How?
You're behind the wheel. Show?
The next fire. We should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going bang in the night.
You know this Chapman character?
Guy's a freak. He loves fires. He's the kind of guy that we'd like for a lot of things, but we don't really have any credible evidence to pursue him with.
man like you always loses a battle of wits.
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office.
Cannibals finished off eating the corpse, and he said, "Did that taste funny to you?"
Are you drunk, mister? Or are you just cracked?
I'm gonna make him take me to the pictures today.
New and improved model. They'll be selling these like hotcakes. Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70 here. Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow. It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
Press splatter, I'll knock him to his knees, and he'll fall through the window. Just press it.
You're telling me that you've never had any problems with this heater?
Look, we've changed the design since the Model 70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand. None of us could keep up with the amount of housing going up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all safe either.
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
You employ accredited mechanics to do this?
We call them installers. Technically, they're gas fitters.
Installers, then?
They know what they're doing, Detective, if that's what you're trying to imply.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Okay, I'll get it for you. There, around a dozen of them. Housing business is going crazy at the moment.
This is a long shot. We are not going to roust that whole list.
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
Did they do it?
Huh?
Did they do it?
Operator, give me R&I.
What did they do?
Putting you through now.
Huh?
How?
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective. Run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Kuttner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Clemens Walter. Previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term.
Thanks.
Ryan Matthew. Charged for contempt of court. Attempted murder. Plea bargain down to assault charge.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady. Your employment roster is quite the rogues gallery, Mr. Rasick. Desperate times indeed.
Right, I think I'm getting the stream now, carry it on tomorrow. I'm not concentrating very well, unfortunately. Carry on this case tomorrow, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.